Hello, and welcome to the legal environment of business. I'm your Professor John Harvey, and here we are in week 1. So welcome to class. The legal environment of business is just what you're thinking it is. We're going to be talking about law. We're going to be talking about it from all the different perspectives. So we're going to talk about it from the Constitution law. We're going to talk about agencies, so all the governmental agencies. We're going to talk about the judicial system, so how judges and courts and all that kind of stuff happen. We're going to talk a lot about contracts. That's huge. And because it's business, we're going to focus on business formations and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully you will enjoy this overview of business law. And you're going to find it's very applicable. I'm going to tell you that you're going to find a lot of really good information, and this is just an overview of law. So each of these areas could go into a lot more detail. There's a lot more information about each of these sections, and if this is of interest to you and you find this stuff, I mean, this might be where you say, hey, maybe I want to be a lawyer, and kind of move in that direction. So hopefully this exposes you to a bunch of the legal system and get you familiar enough to know when you need to call a lawyer, and kind of know the general process of how things are working. So I hope you enjoy that. You're going to find it very personally useful because we do contracts all the time and these legal issues come up all the time. So you're going to get a good kick out of that. Now, this course, I've kind of given you a schedule overview. All that information is in the syllabus, so you can go look at that. But I know some of you guys really aren't paper people, so hence my video. So what happens is you're going to do 2 chapters a week. You're going to read through those chapters. You're going to write on a wiki, and there's information about how those work. And then you're going to talk on a discussion board and take a quiz. So it's a lot of kind of working over the information from each of those chapters. So you should get very familiar with them. You'll get a good understanding of those. There are tests that show up and other assignments. So, but generally speaking, this week we're just doing one chapter. Next week we move up to 2 chapters, and that's kind of our run rate, if you will. We'll keep moving that way. So a couple things, textbook wise. This is what the textbook looks like. It is Legal Environment of Business. Henry Chessman is the name. We are working out of the 8th edition right now. I think there's a 9th edition out. I haven't looked at that, so I don't know if you're gung-ho about getting the 9th edition. It may work, it may not work, but we're operating out of the 8th edition. So by now I think that's a used textbook, so you might be able to find one on Amazon or something like that a little cheaper. Also, one of the things I did is I specifically pulled all the information away from Pearson's own site, so you don't need like an access code, or you don't need to leave Blackboard and go into something else. It's all contained within Blackboard. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. Makes your lives easier and should make it a little cheaper if you can get a textbook used. So hopefully that helps you. Now, this week there has been issues already with the wiki. Blackboard itself is having problems. So there's a lot of areas where you can't upload anything. And typing into the wiki is an example of uploading something into Blackboard. So these are just issues that we have with Blackboard from time to time. The wiki itself stays open for a lot longer because what we're doing there is we're summarizing each chapter collectively. And so I leave that all the way open till the test, and so that way it's a good kind of summary and it's a good way to review for the test. So don't worry if we're a day late or something like that on this wiki thing. You'll get a chance to enter your information as soon as Blackboard's up and running. What I would say is don't wait till the last minute. A lot of people really get frustrated with that, and I would say that in general Blackboard here at this college has a tendency of going down when a lot of people are in it. So if you're waiting to the last minute and kind of pushing for that kind of stuff, you're going to find that it doesn't work. And that's part of the reason why I've moved my deadlines here to Tuesday, Wednesday. So new material opens on Wednesday and it closes Tuesday night. The whole goal, or one of the goals there, is that we're not dealing with that Sunday night at midnight where Blackboard traditionally would go down. So hopefully that helps, but like I said, the wiki currently, isn't working. It might be working now, so go check it, but don't panic if you can't get it in. I do leave that stuff available for a while. That does remind me, I'd like to talk about this window of opportunity. So everything is due the week it's assigned. So stuff opens up on Wednesday, it becomes available, you do the work, and then it's supposed to be done by Tuesday night at midnight. So that's how the course is run, that's what the due dates are operating under, and that's kind of how it works. Now, I've had scenarios and people where, they're just life runs into problems. So they're getting married and going on a vacation, or they're having a baby, or just all sorts of things have happened. So what I do is I leave the material open another week, and that's just for emergencies. So I call that my window of opportunity. So if you don't get it in the first week, you still have a window of trying to get it in there. But I can't leave it open all the time, otherwise people don't move to the deadlines, we don't get stuff done, and we don't move forward. So get all your work done in the week that it's due. It's opening up here on Wednesdays, it's closing on Tuesdays, so make sure and adjust your schedule and get into a run rate and figure out how to do those 2 chapters a week. All right, guys, with that, have a great week, and I look forward to talking with you soon. Okay.